right, so we're back, and of course, the continuation of this round. This time's the fifth round here. And well, on the table, Patrick McMillan taking on Kwon Won. And there's Kwon Won looking on as Patrick continues to run his way. He's trying to run his way through this rack. Well, Patrick is actually. Big question here for Patrick. Can he maintain this momentum so far he's got? Well, he's trying to take advantage of the layout of the stripes here. Ooh, no, 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 no. Not what he was hoping for. And the referee just clarifying something. They're just clarifying something, I think, with the players. Yeah. Either way, still a big situation here for Kwon Won. Well, he's got a shot here. Well, the solids are his. He's got a ball, certainly. Nicely done. Then again, he's got arguably not that good a layout here, so he might end up having to play some defense for a while. Now, if we're looking at this, let's see. He's definitely a tight pickle here. So he's going to have to go at least one reel to try and kick to one of the stripes. Okay, that's legal. Well, that's a legal shot for sure. So that's going to leave Kwon Won with a tough one here. He's going to try and cut this in and see if he can free up his balls in the process. I think that's a good opportunity if he can. Giving it a lot of draw to try and get it that way. Oh, there you go. Freed it up some, but that's still a tough one he's going to be left with. The one's going to be a tough shot, remember. Still going to have to solve that. In the meantime, he can go for the 4 to the side pocket. Ooh, okay. A little... And it was a little bit of a tight one there. And because of this, I'm going to bet that Patrick's going to go for the side pocket on the next one here. He's just looking around. Again, with any player here, you have to look all over the table. You can't just limit yourself to one side where you're looking. There you go. All right. Now, I'm thinking he can try and do the same thing here that Kwon Won was trying earlier. That he'll bump it into the 10 after making the 12. So he has the angle to get it there. If he can bump it and then free it up just right, then he'll be okay. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take it. That is nice. That's a pretty good outcome as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to complain with that result. Because if you can get the ball out in this way, then I think we can get the result here. Just has to make sure he doesn't end up behind any other balls here. Nicely done. There you go. Wow, that's nice. An 8 ball to go in the same pocket. Can Mr. McMillan show it how it's done? Yeah, he does. That's it. Good job there. And Patrick McMillan standing tall at the end of that rack. He picks up the first. And now we're going to find out if he can keep it going. So there's our referee assisting. But of course, in this match, it's the loser who racks the balls. Yeah. Have to rack their own here. Yeah. Just making sure. Of course, using the kangaroo table setup or the return ball setup here. I mean, for some players might prefer that system. Personally, I'm more of a drop pockets guy, mainly because I'm not a fan of bending over to get those balls. But I mean, to each their own. I guess maybe when I was younger, I would have preferred the return table system, or the one we call the kangaroo table system. But the one with the drop pockets, the fact you don't have to bend over anymore for those, that's already a big advantage. Especially if your back is not the best condition. Anyway, there you go. Nice one. Balls are spread out, but nothing going down, which is why Patrick is going to be forced to decide here which one to go for. I mean, it's a tough call, but the 9 does have more blocking balls. At least the 9 balls are blocking one pocket more. Well, the stripes are blocking more. And that's why he went for it. Nicely done, but I'm not sure he wanted to be behind that 4. Still, he might consider the combination here if he wants to be aggressive. Or he's going to try and masse around to the 15. I'm not sure. I mean, in all honesty, I would just try to... I'm thinking here, I'd probably just try to go for any stripe ball and then let it flutter down. Okay, let's see. He's going to try and masse this around. Oh, nicely done. That is beautiful. Navigates that. I mean, personally, my confidence with the masse, not the best, but at least his doesn't seem to be an issue. So I'm looking at this man here. He's got a shot here to the side. If he can drill this, it's going to give him a good start here. Okay. No, that definitely was not what he wanted. But on the bright side, still a lot of work for Kwon Sun Wong. Yeah, that's it. Still a lot of work for Kwon Sun Wong to actually try and clean this up. I mean, he has some open ones, but... Oh, I'm not sure he's going to like this, though. Just block more balls that way. And he's forced to stretch a bit. Bit awkward. Oh, there you go, though. Nice job freeing up that ball there. Well, it looks like he has a better layout here. Going for the 2 to the corner. There you are. Oh, okay. Wow. That was, I wasn't sure it was going to make it, but it just did. All right, Kwon Sun Won, beautifully done. So KS Dub himself playing some solid pool here. He's going to try and force some follow here to send it down table. Nicely done. There it is. Now, 5 ball or the 4. He's calling the 4. He's going to try and draw this back to get position for the 5. And this confidence starting to build. That's what we like to see. Kwon Sung Won just tearing it in. Oh, missed that one. But he had quite a nice run there. And look at where he would have ended up with that 8. He would have had the opportunity to pick up that rack right there. Well, he's thinking, all right, that close to winning the rack, I don't know how I'm going to win the next one. But it is going to leave an interesting discussion here. So right now, if you have to look at this, let's see, gonna go for this. I mean, there's a bit of pressure here because Kwon Sun Wong has only, he has only one ball left. He decides to try and put some distance there. Well, he decided that the better part of valor is at least not giving his opponent anything easy. And I think Patrick's strategy there is, you know what? If I'm not going to be able to get anything, I might as well make it as tough for you as possible. That's his plan. And I don't blame him if he's going to go for it. Well, he's still calling for the corner pocket. It's going to go rail. Oh, wow. That was actually pretty accurate. Came close there. Now, if I were Patrick at this point, yeah, see if I can start making at least some balls. I know that 10 and the 12 are going to be the tough ones here. So, yeah, I would go for the 14 so that at least... Okay, he's going to go for that way instead. He'll go for that one. Nicely done. Okay. Now, has he left himself a shot on the 10? Is he going to be... Yeah, he's looking around, wants to make sure. Because he's going to want to avoid being Kwon Sung Won a shot here. All right, he's doing it right so far. He knows that Kwon Sung Won's ball is up there. And if he can prevent the cue ball from getting to that area, then he might have a chance to win this rack right here. Ooh, nearly made it. Well, he can cut. I'm not sure if he can cut it in. I think he might just try to make it instead down the table. Nicely done. All right, 12 ball now. This is going to be key. If he can land this just right and make this at the same time, of course, then the 8 should be much simpler from there. All right. 8 to the side, and he needs this to pick up his second rack of 3. There you go. Good job. And Patrick McMillan playing solidly there, using the strategy in his mind there to get himself free. He didn't want to give Kwon Sung Won a shot, and when that happened, he basically just started making all the balls on that side. Good job. Kwon Sung Won now thinking, if only he had made that ball or something. Then again, he was in a bad spot, so that forced him into where he was. So with Kwon Sung Won now looking on, I'm not I'm not sure what he'll be able to do from here. He's gonna have to hope that Patrick doesn't make anything here, or that he gives him ball in hand and gives him even less up and give him even better opportunity. Rather, sorry. Anyway, this is gonna be an interesting battle here. All right, referee just making sure. We're gonna double check here. Want to make sure that they're all properly racked up. And I think the referee might stick to using the traditional wood rack, which I understand completely. I mean, there is something about using the traditional wood rack. I mean, he was feeling that the rack was not exactly quite right there. They're trying to try it again. Let's try it one more time. Now, Kwon Sung Won looking on. He's gonna have to see. Again, the important thing here is to make sure the balls are properly racked up, because what they want here is you want a tight, consistent rack, so that when you do the break, when you have the break shot, the ball's spread out in a more consistent, even pattern. Still a lot of random chance there for wherever the balls might go, but at the very least, Patrick's gonna have an opportunity.
Everybody, just to let you know, since we're a bit late, the next round would be at 1 o'clock. So if you want to order your food or whatever, we're going to start the next round at 1 o'clock.
All right, so the organizers just making a quick announcement to all the players, so they might give them a break there. Let's see. Nice break. Oh, scratched. That's certainly not what you wanted. And Kwon Sung Won will be more than happy to take advantage of that. All right, let's see. Kwon Sung Won so far. Oh, okay, a little off. Yeah, that's probably not what he wanted. Anyway, Patrick looking on here. He's got the 9 ball, and he's going for the corner here. Question is, where will he end up after this? Oh man, he hit it way too thin. And not just that, not enough power. He hit it a little too thin and definitely short as well. Oh boy. He wouldn't have wanted that, but then again, Kwon Sung Won, not one to be picky about opportunities like this. There it is. He's got a pretty good run looking so far here. Looking up table. Let's try to draw this back. There it is. Nice. All right. It's looking good. Kwon Sung Won looking good here. But he has to keep this going. He can't afford to slow down now, or he can't afford to let off the gas. All right. He's calling for the 8 in the same pocket as the 2. There you go. That match ends there. Kwon Sung Won picking up his first rack of this 3-rack race in this 5th round. And Patrick McMillan goes home with that one at least. He's got 2 racks. And we'll be moving on to the next match in just a bit. Just want to make sure that we have the teams there. So anyway, we'll be back after this, folks. Don't go away.